He's going to test the secondary, which we talked about. I said, is Joyner going to be on Larry Fitz or is he going to be on Davante Adams? Well, it looks like the Colts have... All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Super Bowl. All right, I'm just coming off of recording the last episode, and it's the Colts and the Rams that punched the ticket. Now, real quick, we gotta hype this game up a little bit and talk about the history of the Super Bowl here on my channel. I'm pretty sure these teams faced each other in Madden 08. Super Bowl 17, the Colts and Rams faced one another, and that was a special Super Bowl because I'm pretty sure Zach Keister actually came on and co-hosted that episode with me in that Super Bowl, which it was just a domination where the Rams whooped up on the Colts 30-10. And the Rams ultimately won their second ring that year. The Colts then would go back, years later in Super Bowl 30 on the channel and lose to the Saints, where the Saints would win their number 2 ring. They lost that game 10-20. And then from there on, they would go to Super Bowl 40, 10 years later from that. They would go to Super Bowl 33 and lose to the 49ers. That's 3 losses in a row in the Super Bowl. But then they'd go to Super Bowl 40 and beat the Packers 21-13. And they wouldn't have any more appearances in the Super Bowl since then. So this is Super Bowl 61, by the way. So it's been a while. They were going for a lot of times back in in the earlier parts of the channel, but now they finally made it back. And then for the Rams, they've had a lot of success. They won their last Super Bowl in Super Bowl 39 here on my channel. So it's been a while for them as well since they've won a Super Bowl. So, who has the most rings? Well, the Colts have 3, and the Rams have 3 as well. Colts have been to the Super Bowl 6 times, while the Rams have been 5, both having 3 Lombardi trophies. Whoever wins today's game will have their 4th Lombardi trophy. So that goes for the history there on the stats. But now it's really time to kind of break down the story of these players in this game. Now we have Andrew Luck. We are on the fence about what's going to happen with him. We don't know. But this is almost like the greatest show on turf in this universe, right? With the likes of young Davante Adams, veteran Larry Fitzgerald, Julian Thomas, David Johnson, Andrew Luck being the general of it all. But on the Rams defensive side, you have a defense that's kind of lackluster. I mean, you have Logan Ryan, who I believe finished the year with an insane amount of interceptions, but let me check. Oh, only 3. I mean, that's not bad, but yeah, outside of that, the defense is a little bit of a question mark. Are they going to be able to get pressure on the quarterback? They don't have anybody who's even, I would say, good on the defensive line. It looks like Grady Jarrett, their young, promising DT, is out with broken ribs and isn't going to be able to play in the Super Bowl, which is unfortunate for them. And they've got guys that just can't do it like they used to, like Julius Peppers and D. Harris and Alexander. Though they're still, I would say, good players, average, they're not that elite kind of play. So it's going to be interesting to see. You do have a Church, the veteran here, but he is a little older as well, if I can remember. Yeah, well, he's 28. Actually, this is a good player to highlight now that I think about it. He is a little on the slower side, so we'll have to see what happens there. But this is a team that wins by scoring a lot. And so the question is, are they going to be able to? Let's take it over to the Colts. As far as the injuries go for the Rams, I think that is it. Oh, no. They got some other injuries, more depth. Their starting center, Ben Jones, is not going to play with a pulled hamstring, or it's a hamstring tear, which is worse than a pull. And for the Colts, let's just check them out while we're here. They are missing Barrett, their starting left outside linebacker, and Alexander. Two very young players, and these are serious injuries, career-changing injuries. Complete PCL tear, and Alexander with a broken tailbone. This is really rough to see there for those young players. Unfortunately, that's going to alter the way their reality goes in this universe. Let's check out the Colts now as well, for their roster, and see what they've got going on. We obviously know Matt Ryan is the head of this team, and he'll probably be their quarterback for a lot of this series here. Very good player. Running back, it looks like they started Trey Mason last time, but it must have been because Murray was injured, but it looks like he's healthy and ready to play. We'll have to see what happens here. But Sammy Watkins, we all seen him in the conference game. He played great. He's their future wide receiver at age 23. But they got Mike Wallace as well. So two very good options to go to. And then tight end veteran Vernon Davis. On that offensive line, it's not the best, not the worst. Could be worse, you know. Defensive line is pretty weak. It's young and needs to grow. We'll see kind of how that goes for them there. So both defensive lines not that impressive. Barrett's out, so it's going to be Paysinger. Oh, Alexander, he was pretty good in real life. Juan Alexander, are they going to start him? Probably not. We'll probably see him get some starts. So I actually like their middle linebacker duo there. Pretty good. And nice right outside linebacker. But their secondary is where they are definitely better, I think. Jason Barrett and LaMarcus Joyner are going to have the job to stopping Devontae Adams and Larry Fitzgerald. We'll see if these two can do it. It's going to be hard, I think. Even though these guys are really good, I think the wide receivers on the other side are that much better. So, and if Joyner is on Adams, Devontae Adams, I don't know if 87 speed is going to be enough for that top end. So they're going to have some safety help here. We know Alexander, the rookie, is hurt, so it's going to be McKelvin that's probably going to get some of the snaps. Will Davis as well. For safety over the top there, they got Glover Quinn, who's pretty good. And then Morgan Burnett, who is, I would say, close to elite. Not there, but close. Decent roster. Honestly, I don't really know. Who do you guys have winning this? I think I don't know, man. You know, it's close. I can see why these two teams made it, and they really fit against each other pretty well. I don't know why I went past the Rams. The Rams need to win now. I think the Colts are a little younger. But I don't know, man. This is going to be a really interesting matchup here. So we'll just have to see what happens. So one last thing I want to look at is I want to take a look at just let's, see, have these teams met before? Have they played against one another? And, all of that kind of stuff. Kind of get their story from their perspectives here. So for the Rams, let's see. Did they play the Colts at all in the regular season? These teams have not met. Okay. We know the Rams in the postseason they won their division, played the Buccaneers in the divisional round, beat them 37-31, very close game. Then played the Giants and beat them 34-24. So they've really relied on their offense scoring 30-plus points to win games. Are they going to be able to do that against the Colts defense? I don't know. And then for the Colts, they likewise have struggled on defense, it looks like. 34. They had to play in the wild card, so they're a wild card team. They made it to the wild card, beat the Raiders 34-28, moved on to the divisional round, knocked out the Titans, who won their division 31-25, then went on to beat the Steelers in the conference championship 37-30. So their offense also knows how to score some points, but their defense has struggled here in the postseason to keep the ball out of the end zone. We'll see what happens, who shows up, and ultimately who wins Super Bowl 61 here on my channel. Let's go ahead and get underway.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Colts going up against the Rams. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent a considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
All right, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dexter McCluster set in the end zone there to return. And to kick the ball, Johnny Hecker. 38 touchbacks on the year here. And we're in Houston here for the Super Bowl. No weather to take in consideration, as obviously we are in a warm climate. Plus, I think Houston has a dome anyway, so we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Temperature 70 degrees, and Hecker kicks us off, and it's Johnson who's actually going to return it here, and he's going to go past the 20 to the 25 and wrap down by number 44 there. And he'll start a good return, 28 yards. And it is Andrew Luck who threw 25 touchdowns, a little more interceptions than he would like to have thrown. 16 to be the number there. 67 completion percentage is actually pretty good, among the top 5 actually in the NFL. As my chickens are, I have chickens in my house. Don't ask me why. I have a chicken in my house. And you might hear him in the background. It's actually a chick. It's a little baby chick. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. Just hopefully it doesn't intrude here on the mic. But offensive line is going to have to get the job done here today and protect, obviously, the quarterback. But look at all those weapons at Andrew Luck's disposal. Larry Fitz, Julius Thomas, Davante Adams, and then, of course, to run it, David Johnson is not too bad. We'll see what happens here. 2nd and 7. They're going to go full house here. Play action. Luck keeps it. He's going to go deep down the field and test the secondary. And it's intercepted. Burnett off the tip-off as he tried to hit Larry Fitzgerald over the top. He's going to test the secondary, which we talked about. I said, is Joyner going to be on Larry Fitz or is he going to be on Davante Adams? Well, it looks like the Colts have chosen to line up Joyner on Larry Fitzgerald, which I think is actually smart because he's going to be a lot slower than Davante Adams. Davante Adams is younger and a lot faster, and ultimately it's a one-on-one play. I love the shot by Andrew Luck, but it's going to be broken up by Joyner, and then the tip-off here caught by Burnett. Unfortunately, can't do much with it as he stumbles down. They do call that a tackle. Fitz does touch him down, so in throughout the rest of the year. But the Rams, they say no. We're going to play like we've played all year long, and we're going to take chances, and that's what they've done. And now it's the Colts going the other way. Murray breaks one, and across the 30 he goes. 18-yard rush, and he gets up, screaming, pumped up. We're here in the Super Bowl. 1st and 10. Gonna hand it off to him again. Murray breaks one, breaks two. He's going across the 50, the 40. It's a foot race, and he's finally dragged down at the 26. 2 rushes for Murray, 60 yards. You've got to be kidding me. What a way to start off the Super Bowl for the Indianapolis Colts. Breaks one. He breaks the ankles of one, trucks the other, and then Church, the veteran safety, chases him down and saves the touchdown play right there. But yeah, right here, Emerson just really horrible tackling by the Rams defense. And we kind of said, you know, the Rams don't really have a defense. They're more known for winning these games this year by just outscoring the opponent. And we're kind of seeing that take place here. This defense is playing pretty bad. And for the first time today, the Colts are going to go to the air down the middle to Vernon Davis. And that is a 1st down right there. Wow, I just can't believe the start here. Really, just can't believe it. If the Colts can run the ball like that, there we go. The Rams finally get a stop here. But yeah, if the Colts can run the ball the way they have done this opening drive, I think they're going to have a really good offensive day here. They're going to come out in a pistol formation. Murray does look gassed, but they're going to hand it to him one more time. Might see him check out of the game for a second here. I mean, 62 yards already, opening drive. On pace to literally break a channel record if he continues to run that way. But 3rd and 7, the Rams trying to stop the bleeding here. Matt Ryan gonna go down the middle, and he drops it. The hit jars the ball loose. Mitchell on the hit, number 23, and that right there is a big play for the Rams. So the Rams settle it down and stop the Colts to a field goal here, and it is up and it is through. So 3-0 here in the opener. Wow, what a start. Honestly, I think that's a defensive win for the Rams there. I'm liking the pace of the game so far, so we're gonna keep watching. We're gonna keep watching the game here. 1st and 10. Colts have a chance to really, you know, put the heel on the throat of the Rams. Here is Vernon Davis, just finding the weakness in the zone defense there, and that's his 2nd reception. So far, he's the only one to catch a pass here on the Colts side here, and he's just been open every time he's caught the ball. The Rams have a -1 total yards here on the day, or for the passing. We'll see here. Murray, this time getting stuffed there. He started off really strong here. today, and we'll get to take a look at this offense as well here. So offensive line is pretty strong. They're not the best, not the worst. Have some weaknesses, some strengths. But ultimately, the Colts rely on Matt Ryan and his way to just manage a game. And then, of course, the young Sammy Watkins, who's been so flashy. And then, of course, today, Murray. And look at Matt Ryan building up an icicle stand. And, oh, he tries to hit Sammy Watkins on the comeback. Just missing the mark. Matt Ryan kind of a little frustrated with himself there. He was right there. He could have had it. But he just didn't get it. For the defense here on the Rams side, you know, they have the better secondary, but we'll have to see if they can show up. So far, the Rams defense has done good outside of the 2 big runs given up early on. But they're going to have to put some pressure on Matt Ryan if they want to get off the field. And this time they do. And once again, it's him connecting with Vernon Davis. But well short of the first down marker. That was Jones putting the pressure on Matt Ryan. I even think he actually got to him there at the end. We'll see if that's what they do here. No, it's Andrew Luck. Keeper. Play out. Read option. He's going to keep it. He's going all the way down to the 40. Don't take that hit. It's not necessary. Andrew Luck, he just needs to settle in. He settle in and get back to, what this offense does best. Don't try to go all for it and, on one play necessarily. It's this kind of play that's going to open up the deeper shots later in the game. And that's the first good play for the Rams offense here today. Coming literally at the end of the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 here. They've yet to cross the 50 today, but can they do it right here? Andrew Luck loading up deep. He sees the one-on-one and he likes it, but Larry Fitzgerald misses it. It's Joyner once again winning the battle. He's 2-0 against Larry Fitz. Andrew Luck is shocked. He's flabbergasted. He's usually chucking those up, and Larry Fitzgerald's winning them. He's going to go dump it down here now to David Johnson. Set up a manageable 3rd down. He's 1 for 4 for 4 yards. I think Andrew Luck's just used to his receivers winning the CB battles, but they're not winning it today so far. They Colts send the blitz, and it's not going to pay off. It's Julius Thomas getting open. Davante Adams. I know he's young, but you got to get him involved. It's going to be delayed hand option here as he goes fighting forward. That's David Johnson. Big run. They needed that. They need a little bit of more success like that in the run game. I think you run this ball up the gut here. That's what I'm calling if I'm the coach here. Larry Fitz in motion. It's going to be a pass, and there he is. Davante Adams, his first look is on such a crucial play. He's open. It's a beautiful pass, and he gets hit and drops the ball. This is his first target, and you got to come down with that. Davante Adams, the young 23-year-old Davante Adams, is upset with himself. Big time position. You're in the Super Bowl, 3rd and 1. Quick little in, and you drop it. That one's gonna sting. Sets up the field goal, and it is in. So 6-3 here in Super Bowl 61. You would like to have that first down there, but it's actually a pretty good call. I was thinking, just run it, but you got Adams one-on-one there, and he wins. But then you just can't come down with it. So I almost don't want to sim this, dude. I'm enjoying this a little too much. I love the gameplay in this is pretty fun. They seem, for the most part, it's enjoyable to watch, actually. Like the AI. I think they're doing a pretty good job. I mean, obviously there's some things that, aren't realistic, but that's even still in Madden 25. Like that's just EA, right? This has been pretty fun, but you know what? I guess we'll sim some. 1st and 10 for the Colts. They're going to hand it off to Murray, who's had a great day. 5 more yards right there. 2nd and 5. They're going to find Tajay Sharp. Oh, and their left guard goes down. That's La'el Collins. But they across the 50 they go, and we're going to watch I'm not going to sim too much, but we will watch. We will sim some, but we're going to watch most of this game. So the Colts cross the 50 once again, but they do lose their starting left guard, so we'll see how that affects them. The Rams are going to send the all-out blitz, and it doesn't get there in time. It's Sammy Watkins. I believe that's his first catch. Look at the physics. That looks real, like real life right there. The way, that's such a good play. I love the gameplay in this. Look at Matt Ryan throwing it, and they send the all-out blitz, and it just doesn't pay off. Right here, look at this. Oh, I love the physics in this game. You're not gonna see stuff like that in any other era of Madden. Like this era is slept on. Its gameplay is where it shines. The rest has the depth of a puddle. But this is fun. Now it's Murray gonna fall forward for about a gain of 1. They'll say he gets nothing. But yeah, that was Sammy Watkins' first catch of the day. See, it looks like man defense here. 2nd and 10. No, it's going to be a run. Murray's going nowhere. The Rams are making sure to adjust to the run game. Outside of those 2 big runs, we haven't seen much from Murray. 3rd and 12. Are we about to see another field goal? Pistol formation for the Colts here. We haven't yet seen Matt Ryan take 2 deep shots. We'll see if maybe this is where he does it. He's being chased down. He tried to get out of there, but Miller was just too fast. Give him the sack, and Matt Ryan goes down once again. That'll set up a field goal here. It's funny, Miller started on that play. He started double teamed and somehow still made his way through to find his way to Matt Ryan, and there's another field goal here in the Super Bowl, 9-3. And yet I'm still really enjoying this game. I think it's so cool seeing the older rosters and even the fantasy draft where it's putting different players together that we never got to see. It's really cool. I'm really enjoying this. It's a breath of fresh air. And Johnson's going to take this out here. We'll see what he does with it. Oh, he gets hit from it. I don't think he's seen that coming. Good thing he held on to it. Man, this is the biggest spotlight, biggest day. You know, the nerves are in all these players. I think all these players are playing a little bit different because of just what's on the line here, right? I think it takes a little while to get settled in. But 1st and 10 for the Rams. They're going to find Julian Thomas for 19 yards, and I'll send one more play here. And we'll see what they do. It's a 4-yard rush by David Johnson. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. They haven't crossed the 50 yet, so they're on the 50. We'll see if they can. They've only crossed it once today. And it ended with a field goal. Andrew Luck's going to keep this one. Steps up, stepping back. Pressure's coming, and there's no one open. That's a coverage sack. Verrett and Joyner have been doing phenomenal. That's the 2nd sack right here for the Colts and Edwards Jr., but that was due to no one being open. Andrew Luck didn't really know what to do. Yeah, he's a little nervous. He doesn't want to let it fly, you know. Last time he did that, it ended in an interception. And yeah, you can tell the the pressure of the spot right now. We'll see. Andrew Luck, he looks shaken right now. 3rd and 15. They need this. He's just going to dump it down to Thomas, but even this is coming back, I think, holding on the play. And that will be denied. The Colts defense. Oh, wait, no. Holding on the defense, it's Verrett. 1st and 10. Wow. Huge break for the Rams here. I want to see another target to Devontae Adams here. He's only had one. He had to drop. Oh, and now it's a false start. And here come the penalties. So pull him back 5 yards. Wow. What a first half of football right here. They're spreading it 5 wide. I do love the Rams' aggressiveness here. Davante Adams is coming in motion here. We'll see. I don't really like that route by him. Johnson here. Oh, my goodness. What a truck. Made number 42 pay. He's still laying down. Look at him. Oh, my goodness. That's Burnett. He's going to pat him on the back after, but what a hit. 2nd and 12. Man, they need to get Davante Adams the ball a lot more. Larry's lining up at the bottom here. Davante Adams at the top. Cooper's in the middle there. It's going to be a handoff to Johnson, though, and he's going to fight his way, rolling, stumbling to a 3rd and 5. That was Burnett once again making a tackle there. And we'll head to the 2-minute warning here in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 61 on the channel. Colts 9, Rams 3.
A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of the Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports.
Andrew Luck has not played the best here. Julius Thomas in the slot there. Davante Adams at the top with screen. And it's going to be a throwaway as he gets hit as he throws it. That's one thing that the Rams offensive line has not done the best job of protecting Luck here today so far. And the Rams are going to have to punt the ball.
That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Dixon going to try and get this inside the 20, inside the 10, and it's, no, not inside the 10, but the 13. You'll take that. That's not too bad. We'll get to see the 2-minute offense, the 2-minute drill offense come out here. I think you got to highlight Sammy Watkins. I mean, you see him walking out. They're talking. Keep your eyes out here on Sammy Watkins. Now, I don't think if you're the Colts, you want to force anything. You don't want to, make a turnover happen here. You might start this off with Murray. No, they're going to throw it to Spieth, however you would say that. 6 out of 8. Matt Ryan, like I said, he's been very conservative today. Conservative play calling. I think they're looking for the right time here. Look at Sammy Watkins on the one-on-one. It's going to be, more conservative play. It's Murray. Oh, he gets hit. Gets hit hard, but yeah. Colts are just, they're not taking too many risks, and it's kind of paid off actually for them to be conservative. I'm just utterly shocked that the Rams haven't scored a touchdown yet. I mean, they're known for putting 30-plus points up a game, and they've only got 3. So that's worrisome here. Matt Ryan now going to dump it down to Murray once again. It's been the Murray show. Colts going to go ahead and use another timeout here. That would make it 12-3. And sure enough, that's what they're going to do, man. They're just slowly chipping away at the Rams here in this Super Bowl. And it's good. 12-3. What a weird score. I'm yawning, but it's not because it's boring. It's just because it's late and I'm tired. I had a long day, but this is fun, and this is a good Super Bowl. I mean, it's a chess match for sure. I think the Rams are just one big play away from doing something great. I don't know, honestly. I mean, 10 first downs to the Rams only have 3. Yeah, this has been a rough first half for the Rams, but we'll have to see what happens. 3rd down conversions are about the same for both sides. I think the Rams have just been caught off guard by how well the Colts corners have played. I did not expect them to play that well. I mean, we have Davante Adams hasn't even Devontae Adams or Larry Fitzgerald have yet to catch a pass. It's just been him having to dump it down to his tight end and his running back. That's crazy. Larry Fitz has been targeted on 2 big plays where he lost both of them, and then Devontae Adams on a big play and he dropped it. So yeah, this has been a very bad day. And for the Colts, I mean, it's been the Murray show, really. The Murray show, and just a surgical performance by Matt Ryan. Yeah. And then defensively, they're getting to the quarter. I mean, Mario Edwards Jr. has played a phenomenal 2 sacks. And Burnett with that early interception. But Joyner has done phenomenal shutting down Larry Fitzgerald. So yeah, let's actually go ahead and get into some simming here. It's going to be the Colts with the ball. Sammy Watkins, we haven't seen much of him. Haven't really had to. Murray, 5-yard rush by him. And he's going to run. The Murray show continues. 1st and 10 for them as they just continue to run it here and run it and run it and run it some more. 3rd and 1. Can they get it? Yes, they can, because the Murray show continues. All right, we're going to go ahead and get back into the action here. So they're taking a lot of the clock off. And I honestly would do the same thing. You've showed that you can stop the Rams offense. And just eat up the clock. 14 carries, 88 yards. That's 6 a pop. That's pretty impressive. Rams could be sending in a blitz here, and they do. All-out blitz, and it's going to pay off. They're all over Murray. Yeah, the Colts have yet to pass the ball this opening drive. It's just been runs nonstop. I like that, right? They're saying, hey, prove to me you can stop the run, and then I'll pass it. We'll see. 3rd and 11. Now you got to. Ryan has it. Steps up into the pocket. Has time, kinda. He got hit as he threw it. A little after he threw it. He just throws it away, and that right there is the end of that drive. 4th and 11. They'll punt it away. Didn't quite cross the 50 with that one. Hecker's gonna try and pin him in a decent spot, and oh my goodness, what a punt. You've got to be kidding me. The Colts want this Lombardi trophy on all sides of the ball, man. A punt inside the 5. It goes on the 5. And an already nervous and rattled Andrew Luck has to come out in the second half inside his own 5. We could indeed see a safety here. We'll see what happens. Andrew Luck changing something. Handoff to Johnson. He's only going to be able to get 2 there. 2nd and 8. Adams and Larry Fitz are on the outside here, but it's just going to be a toss play to Johnson, who's fighting, but not going to be able to get anywhere. He'll pick up 1. And now it's all of a sudden 3rd and 6. I feel like you have enough space. You got to pass it to one of your elite wide receivers. 3rd and 6, Andrew Luck. He has time, steps up, dumps it down to the cluster, who gets brought down immediately, and there is an injury on the play, but not sure who it was. The Rams have to punt it from their own end zone. And they do. And for the Colts, Sammy Watkins will take it. And they're going to start off better than where they left off, really. So I want to see what that injury was. I'm hoping it wasn't Andrew Luck for the Rams' sake, right? but it could have been. He definitely got hit on that play. Let's take a look. So here's the injuries here for the Rams. For the Colts. Oh no, it was Joyner. And he made the tackle on that play. And he left with a chest injury. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that. But alright, let's get back here. 1st and 10. Just expect the Colts to run the ball some more, really. This game has definitely slowed down. It started off really strong. Oh, the Rams send the all-out blitz, and Matt Ryan gets just demolished by Julius Peppers. He came in untouched and destroyed Matt Ryan right there. Wow. The Rams defense has kept them in this game. Matt Ryan. Oh, one-on-one overthrows his wide receiver. Mike Wallace, he was wide open. Matt Ryan just misses him. That right there could have been a touchdown. I mean, you had the safety coming in, but either way, it would have been the biggest pass of the day. But you just missed it. 3rd and 18. Oh, pressure from his blind side. And Matt Ryan goes down once again. That's number 3 on the day. And this time it's just Jones winning it right there with a spin move and just destroying Matt Ryan. He holds on to it, but the Colts will punt this one away. Wow, this has been a very defensive Super Bowl, it turns out. Hecker's going to try and do what he did just a minute ago. Can he do it? It's going to be no. The answer is no. He can't do it. He can't do it again. So Andrew Luck and company will come on from their own 20. They all look really just kind of frustrated. I mean, it's been a long offensive day. But 1st and 10, they'll start it off with a run. David Johnson picks up 4. 2nd and 6, finally connecting to Davante Adams. And then now it's another secondary injury. And it's Morgan Burnett going down. As my phone goes off there. But yeah, that's not good. Davante Adams catches his first pass in the Super Bowl. It took 3 quarters to do so. 2nd and 5, and Andrew Luck leaves the pocket, which sets up a very important 3rd and 1 here. Can they get it? Yes, they can. It's Larry Fitzgerald in his first reception, but it's only for 2 yards, but it will keep their drive alive. Now, question is, can they finish the drive? Let's see. Davante Adams at the top of your screen. Larry Fitz at the bottom now. 1st and 10. And it's a handoff to David Johnson, his lineman. Oh, my goodness. I love this game. His lineman got in the way. Then he has to figure it out. He'll pick up 3. Tough, stiff arm, then a tough hit. Verrett comes in there with the tackle. And that's going to take us to the 4th quarter, guys. The Rams have been held to 3. Wow. A team that we're used to seeing score 30, go ahead and erase that 0. They only have 3. And now we switch sides here. Davante Adams is at the top here. It looks like Joyner checked back in. I'm not sure. And it's Davante Adams holding on to it. What a catch. 2nd of the day. They're starting to get warmed up, maybe. And he's getting up a little slow there, but yeah, look, holds on. Almost looked like they were trying to rip the ball out there. Almost did. But he holds on to it. Davante Adams, look at that one-on-one up top, man. Give it to Davante Adams. 1st and 10. Andrew Luck, he's looking. And he's going to go deep, and this time he's got Julian Thomas, his tight end. And 2 running backs to the left and right of Andrew Luck. And he's going to scramble out. I don't like this. He throws it on the run. It's almost intercepted. And there's an injury on the play. And it could be Andrew Luck. Oh, no. He took a nasty hit there. And he's not getting up. This comes at the worst time for the Rams because they finally got some good offense going. They're coming close to possibly getting a touchdown. And now Andrew Luck has to leave the field. Davante Adams in motion. It's Blaine Gabbert checking in for him. He'll dump it down to Cooper. And sets up a 3rd and 6. Man. Andrew Luck was just getting in the zone there, man, and now he has to check out. That's just so unfortunate. This really is a defensive game. Adams in motion once again this time. Adams is going to get the ball. Yes, that was designed for Davante Adams. That's what I want to see more of. That play was designed for Davante Adams, and sure enough, Davante Adams runs that route perfect and then uses the blocking ahead of him to pick up the 1st down. So this drive is still alive here. They need a touchdown here. 1st and 10. Blaine Gabbert still is in the game. David Johnson stuffed. You have to get an update on Andrew Luck here. You have to see him check back in. I'm sure he's trying his best to get back in. Got a one-on-one up top with Larry Fitz, but it's going to be a handoff to Johnson. And it's 3rd and 5. Blaine Gabbert has the chance of a lifetime to throw a touchdown pass right here, right now. Davante Adams, one-on-one against Barrett. Up top of your screen. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's going to cut inside. Blaine Gabbert's going to dump it down to Thomas, but not enough space. And now it's decision time. You probably take a field goal here because it'll make it a 1-possession game again. And you could even win with a touchdown. We may, will this be the first ever Super Bowl on my channel to only be field goals? We'll have to call it the Field Goal Super Bowl. This is crazy. We've yet to see a touchdown. I've never seen anything like this. 12-6. And you know what? It's still been kind of fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Sammy Watkins, can be dangerous here. Decent return. We will see what happens. Matt Ryan, Murray and company coming out. See what they can do. I do want to get an update here on Andrew Luck because I think that has a lot to do with what's about to be the outcome here. And he's not coming back. It's a pectoral strain. We could maybe, there's a chance, but I doubt it. All right, guys, I'm back, man. I hate it. You guys, I ran out of space on a thing. I didn't notice. You guys missed some good football, man. So I'll try to run you through it. I'm glad I caught it, and you're gonna get to see the finishing of the game. But dude, I feel so bad. So I think the last part before it cut off. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay, we're good. So Andrew Luck went out with the torn pectoral, but then he came back in the game. So the Rams defense gets the stop. Andrew Luck comes back into the game, connects with Davante Adams for 15 yards. They're looking pretty good, running the ball. Then they come to a 4th down and 1. And can we watch highlights? Let me see. Yeah, oh, come on, please. All right, so yeah. So we were checking to see if Andrew Luck was going to come back in. He ends up coming back in. He's playing with a torn pectoral, but he's deciding to play. I mean, it's the biggest game of your life. You're in the Super Bowl. So he's sitting on the sidelines. He's hoping that his defense can get a stop, and sure enough, they get a stop, a 3-and-out. He gets the ball back. They start doing their thing. Connects with Davante Adams, driving down the field. All right, he's going to then step up, throw it, connect to Larry Fitzgerald. This is the first play right here. Bam! Connects to Larry Fitzgerald. You guys missed it. Then he connects with Davante Adams for 13. Then he, dumped down 5 yards, 6 yards, 3 yards here. Sets up a 4th and 1. 4th and 1, and I was just talking about this play right here because you're not going to see this in newer Maddens. Look at this. Fullback play, but let me just play it in real time for you guys first. Look at this. Breaks tackle. He's fighting. Look at the way he's fighting to get that 1 yard. Like, he really wants it, man. It's the Super Bowl on the line. Breaks the tackle. And he's going, and it feels like it really matters, Like, I love it. But ultimately, he's not going to be able to get it. And you guys can see on this side, the line of scrimmage, it looks close. It looks like he almost has it. But they don't give it to him. They mark him down short. It's a turnover on downs. Then, opening drive, Matt Ryan steps up in the pocket. Quick pass to Vernon Davis, who's been his favorite target. He gets just destroyed by Harris, but he gets back up. And here we are. Andrew Luck and the Rams are praying and hoping their defense can somehow check in and give them another opportunity. I'm so glad I got to see. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't expect that to happen. I need to make sure you guys can even, still record me or still see me. Yeah, so we're good. But yeah, I'm so glad I noticed it on my screen. That would have sucked to have lost the final ending of the Super Bowl. Flag on this one is probably going back. Looks like holding.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
And sure enough, it does. So 2nd and 13 here. The Rams need this stop here. We've yet to see a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Can you believe it? Murray says, I want to put this one away myself. For many, this will go down as the most boring Super Bowl ever, but if you're a true football fan, you'll appreciate these defensive showdowns. And honestly, it feels like we've just been that one play away from something big happening, but 3rd and 8. The Rams have to get off the field right here. Can they do it? It's a safe screenplay. No one's there. Murray he got crushed. But the ball goes out of bounds. And the Colts, I think they just ended it. It was such a conservative play call by the Colts. But the Rams played such a conservative play call. They played back. They played for the pass. They didn't play for the screen. They only had 3 guys rushing the quarterback. No one watching for the screen, and they just couldn't react in time. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think that is the Super Bowl. You had that last little fumble there at the end, possibly. But unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. I think the Colts are winning this game. If the Rams obviously don't give up another first down, they'll have a little bit of time. But I mean, the odds go down so low at that point. Murray's fighting. Not gonna get it.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on
So here we go. It's all on the line right here. You run the ball here, you'll be able to drain the clock a pretty good bit, and that's what they're going to do, and the Rams do get the stop.
up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards.
Man, just 3 yards under the century mark for Murray. But yeah, you're going to be able to drain this under 60 seconds, and you know, it's really at this point just your defense going out there and doing what it's been doing all day.
He's been terrific so far.
And a chance to pin them deep, too. This is not looking good for the Rams. Hecker is going to send it back, and
Angled for the sidelines.
don't tell me. Oh, I thought he angled that at the 1 for a second. All right, Andrew Luck, 52 seconds on the clock. You've got Davante Adams. You've got Larry Fitzgerald. You've got Julius Thomas. What more do you need? He is playing with a torn pectoral, guys, so keep that in mind. We'll see what happens. I think Joyner, I think Verrett, they've played phenomenal here today. They just got to play the same way for 52 seconds. And right off the rip, Andrew Luck is going down. Oh my goodness, a loss of 11 yards. 2nd and 21. He's going to rush the line, spike the ball. And now it's 3rd and 21. I almost like you just calling the play and giving yourself an extra chance there. But this is just bad. This is going to be known as the Field Goal Super Bowl. This has never happened on the channel. But this was a Super Bowl with no touchdowns ever recorded in it. As they go to Davante Adams deep down the field, and he actually comes down with it. Hold on a second. It is not over. Davante Adams gets his first jump ball shot, and he actually comes down with it. We've seen Larry Fitzgerald get 2 of those chances, but he was not able to come down with it. Okay, I'm just making sure. I want to make sure it's actually recording. You give it to Davante Adams, your young star, and he comes down. I thought it was an interception, but he snatches it out of the defender's hands. Go back to him. One-on-one, Davante Adams. Is he going to go to him? No, he's going to go to Larry Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. It's over. The Colts win it. They shut him up before it gets too hyped. And there it is. McKelvin. Man, Larry was there, but man, I thought I seen. I want to take another look at that. I thought I seen Davante Adams 101, and I thought I seen him win. I like my odds with Davante Adams, especially after that last catch. But congratulations to the Colts. You've won the Super Bowl. Wow. Oh, dude, he got destroyed there. But wow. The Field Goal Super Bowl. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. No touchdown was ever scored in the Super Bowl. That has never happened in Super Bowl history on my channel. But it's happened here today. And it's Matt Ryan and company winning the game. Andrew Luck never really looked to be able to get settled in. There at the end, he started looking good. Tore his pectoral, missed that very important drive. I wonder what happens if he stays in there. Maybe they finish the drive with a touchdown. But he has to go. Blaine Gabbert checks in and he doesn't really finish the job. Andrew Luck checks back in. Tries to be the Andrew Luck that, you know. And look, that was the best catch. That was the biggest play by the Rams all day. So they give the player of the game to Mario Edwards Jr. 2 sacks, 4 tackles. You know, I think I'm giving it to Murray. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Now, wow. You know, of course, you're going to have a couple yawns in a Super Bowl where there's no touchdowns, but I still thought this was pretty fun. There's still deep shots taken down the field. Matt Ryan didn't really take them, but Andrew Luck sure did, and 1 out of the 3 worked for him. I know Larry Fitzgerald is your number one and he's the veteran and all that, but I think you've got to go back up to Davante Adams there. I wanted to take a look, at this play here. It's just a Hail Mary, it looks like. They're running out of time. But I see this right here, Verrett. Davante Adams just won. Look at it. He gets off of it. I almost think I like this option more. You're going to throw this deep. And what's going to happen is it's going to be a 2v1. And Burnett's going to really play this pretty hard here. And it is a hard catch for Adams to make. But, I mean, this is just almost impossible. I mean, Larry's up there. And he tries, but ultimately it's an interception here. For the Colts, I mean, they played just very conservative. It ended up paying off for them, didn't it? I mean, Matt Ryan, 14 out of 19, 161 yards. You could give the MVP to him. Honestly, it probably would go to him in real life. But you've got to give it to DeMarco Murray, in my opinion. That's who is the player of the game in my eyes. He really, those big runs early on was just phenomenal. And he even had a presence in the air. I mean, there wasn't really much happening for the Colts pass game. I mean, you've seen Sammy Watkins only get one catch in the Super Bowl for 25 yards. So, I think you got to give it to Murray. But what the Colts defense did today was phenomenal. No team has done that to the Rams. Mario Edwards Jr., 2 sacks. They were definitely game-changing. But ultimately, I think it was the Murray show for sure. And real quick, I want to take a look for the Rams. I mean, Andrew Luck threw those 2 picks. He just did not play good at all. David Johnson didn't really help much with his running. He didn't play great. But receiving, Julius Thomas was really good. And in the end, Davante Adams ended up having a very great performance. It was actually Larry Fitzgerald who, his performance will be forgettable. He had those 2 big, loss down, bombing it down the field. He just couldn't come down with it. And ends up with only 2 catches for 19 yards. Davante Adams, I think you gotta give him that shot again there at the end, man. Came down with that amazing catch. You gotta give it to him again. Ultimately, though, I mean, he didn't play the best either. He had that very crucial drop earlier in the game on 3rd down. The Rams defense did just as well at getting to the opposing quarterback. But ultimately, this was a defensive game, and the Colts played better defense. Andrew Luck didn't play good, played nervous, made mistakes. And this will always be known as the field goal Super Bowl, in my opinion. If you're not a defensive guy, you probably think this was probably the worst Super Bowl ever. But I think it was still entertaining. Surprising, didn't expect it, but it was entertaining. But that's going to do it for Season 1, guys. Next, we have the off season. We're going to do that, and I'm about to go to bed. I'm super tired. This dragged on a lot longer than I intended it to, but I was having so much fun watching and commentating like I used to, man. That was fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Congratulations to the Indianapolis Colts. They win their 4th ever Lombardi Trophy here on the channel, beating the Rams 12-6. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.